Hello, hello, hello. I'm just, there's a slight delay here with everything, but welcome. Um, I'm just sharing the live here. So if you're coming on in, just say hello. Let me know where you're watching from. Hello, Cappy. Um, it was funny because I'm sitting here on Facebook and I'm just getting stuff set up. And I come across a post that made me laugh because I'm at that age. The post said, "I'm at the age where a good good handrail is a blessing." And I started laughing because I'm at that age that a good handrail. Oh my God, I look for them now because sometimes your old knees, I shouldn't say my old knees, but my knees sometimes are just like, not today, not today. You cannot think you're going to be climbing those stairs today. So, but yeah, it's crazy how the post, how one post just made so much sense. Um, so I'm hoping that I get a few more people to come on because we're going to be talking about spirit animals. Hello, Courtney. How to lead to the hand. Mine is my hip. Listen, um, it's you know what? It's like that song when you were kids. Um, Head and shoulders, knees and toes. I find that's how I feel. And I don't know if you were a kid, you learned that song so that you would know what actually hurt you when you got it older. Cause that song is so fitting when someone asks me like what hurts you today, and it's like head and shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes, and everything in between. So yeah, so hallelujah to the handrails for sure. Everywhere I go, when I don't see a handrail, I debate whether I need to go there. That's how bad it is. um but it's getting better, it just takes a little bit of you gotta strengthen up your leg muscles, I guess. Yeah. So it's a bit crazy. While we're waiting for more people to join, if you guys can share the live so that way people know, because for some reason, Facebook has been magnificent. Um, it's a sign not to go 100%. I also want to know, is there any, you guys watch 1923? My husband is a huge Yellowstone fan. I liked Yellowstone. I liked all of the season except for the last one. I didn't think that it was done very well. Um, that's my opinion. Someone else might think that it was great, but I don't think last season was done really well. And in 1923, I liked the first season. It was good. It was, I don't know why I said it that way. It was good. And then this season, they are dragging it out. It's almost like the guy that writes it, Sheridan, I think it's Sheridan Taylor or Taylor Sheridan, whatever his name is. It's almost like he got lazy and said, you know what, we're just gonna drag this out for the whole season and then put everything in the very last episode. Um, oh, you're welcome, Dana. Welcome. And we're just talking about 1923, and he just put everything on that very last episode. And if you guys haven't watched it yet, it's sad. It's sad. I do have to say, I Sheridan, I think his name is Sheridan. If you've watched any of the stuff that he's actually written, the women aren't really treated very nicely in the shows. Other than Beth in the original. Even then, she's like a tough ass. But yeah, he's I wonder what woman scorned him. I mean, so it's just kind of a just weird observation. So, anyways, we're going to be talking about spirit animals and what your spirit animals are. So, we're going to play a little game tonight, which is great. So, if you guys can share the live so that everybody can see it, uh, that way we can get everybody on. I guess nobody wants to hear. So, we're just going to get started. So, hello, beautiful souls. Thank you for coming on with me today. Um, I am Bella, your small town medium. It's a little play on words there. Um, and tonight we're gonna be doing one of my some of my favorite games, my very first game that we're ever going to be doing. So we're going to be doing spirit animals, spirit animal vibe, and how it matches to you. But before we dive into that, let's talk about the spirit animals first. They're not just trendy or cute. These animals are powerful spiritual allies that reflect the energy you're carrying or the energy you need. Sometimes they show up to guide you, sometimes they protect, sometimes it's to push us out of our comfort zone. Either way, they've got something to say, and tonight you're going to hear your message. So, this is how we're going to play. I'm going to give you 4 words. Each one is linked to a spirit animal. And all you have to do is type in the word that vibes with you or your soul in the comments. And then I'll tell you which animal is walking with you and what the message they've got for your journey. So the 4 words are freedom, healing, play, or wisdom. So I'm going to repeat those 4 words again: freedom, healing, play, or wisdom. So write in the comments which one vibes with you guys. And just a few announcements. Beyond the Veil, the event that I have coming up April 26th is nearly sold out. I think I only have 1 or 2 tickets left for that. So I decided to add on a new event. New one. This one's going to be in May though. Just so that, because I got a lot of stuff going on in April. So this one's going to be in May. It's going to be May 30th. And it's going to be on a Friday night at 7 o'clock. It's called Sacred Under the Stars. Tickets are already on sale. So, and it's the same vibe. You guys come in. There's only a limit of 12 people. So it's a very small group. And it's going to be outside. I love to do stuff outside. So you'll be able to ask your questions and get messages from spirit. You'll laugh, you'll cry, you'll even probably howl at the moon. Hopefully, I don't know. But you can also use a coupon. I have a coupon on right now, so you can use a coupon Starlight, and that will save you $5. And the coupon's good until May 7th. I also want to announce. Finally, I got the Evolution of Spirit circle going, and this is a teaching one. I just want you guys to see this. Da, da, da. Doesn't that look pretty? It's the Evolution of the Spirit circle. This is different than the monthly circle. This is actually a teaching circle. I had to divide them up just because it's hard to do the other ones. So if you're ready to do a deep dive into the gifts, your healing, and your soul's growth, this is a signature 5-week program. The Evolution of the Spirit launches in May 5th at 7:30. So the first 4 weeks are going to be online. And the last week, if you live here close to me, it's going to be in person. And of course, if you don't live here, we'll do an online one for you. And what is it? It's a powerful blend of intuition development, healing, your connections to spirit, becoming more confident in who you are as a spiritual being. So we do a little bit of meditations. I teach you how to meditate and how to get into that, psychic practices and group connections. So the price right now for that is $111, but if you sign up early, you get a code, and it's only $99, and the code is evolve, and you can check, and the code is good until April 28th. So the information is on my website, psychicmediumbella.com. Um, so let's get this out of here. Let's get in here. Oh, you got you got tickets. That's awesome. So I'll see you. I know someone else has emailed me about wanting tickets for it. So I know that there's only, I believe there's two tickets left, one or two tickets left. So unfortunately, she wanted me to hold the tickets. I can't hold any tickets just because there isn't that many left. And even if there wasn't, I wouldn't be able to hold tickets. They just, it's, first come, first serve kind of thing. So hi, Craig. Hi, Lisa. So you guys are freedom, is what you said. So everybody picked one in the comments. All right. So I'm going to go. Seems like healing is what freedom, freedom, healing. Everybody. Okay. So I'm just going to read them off in order. So if you picked healing, it equals a snake. If you choose healing, your spirit animal is the snake. Snake energy is about transformation, shedding the past, old pain, and outdated versions of you. Spirit is saying you're healing something deep right now. Let the old layers fall away. You're about to rise in a big way. So those are for everybody that picked healing. If you picked freedom, that is a horse. Your spirit animal is a horse. Horse energy is wild, strong, and ready to run. You've outgrown something, either a job, a relationship, or even a belief. And now it's time to claim your freedom and move forward fearlessly. So if you picked play, your spirit animal is the dolphin. You've been holding so much, and spirit says it's time to breathe, laugh, and find joy again. Dolphin energy is light, healing, and heart centered. Your soul is craving connection, fun, and lightness. Let it in. And lastly, if you picked wisdom, your spirit animal is owl. Owl energy means you already know, even if you've been second guessing. Spirit says you're seeing the truth in the situation. Trust it. You're not imagining things. Your insight is your gift. So let me know in the comments did that resonate with you? Dana, you said play. What's play? Are you asking a question? Trying to figure out what it meant, or was that your is that the one you're choosing? That one's the one the choices if that's the one. Oh yeah, it was. Sorry, play was. So you're the dolphin. My mistake. Didn't even remember what I had said. My mistake. You're absolutely correct, Dana. So you're the dolphin energy. So did that all resonate with everybody? This thing is like um weird because it keeps the thing that I shared isn't right. Um this thing is for some Facebook is just On point. Just give me a second. I don't know why the description for the video is actually completely different. Let the games begin. Yes, 100%. Let the games begin. Yes, it resonates. Also, very ironic because my oldest just got a pet snake this weekend. There you go. There you go. It's no coincidences there. So, yeah. So let the games begin. So we're gonna open it up. So I'm glad that it resonated with you guys. So from time to time, the other thing is I've had different spirit, and these are just like four spirit animals, but there are many different ones. And the spirit animal really comes in at different times in your life. So depending on what you're going into, or what's happening around you, you're going to get a different type of spirit animal. Like, and sometimes you'll have four or five of them at once, depending on what it is that you're working on. So start paying attention to it. So if you're starting to get a particular bird that's coming on all the time, like a crow or a raven, sometimes it's hard to tell a difference between a crow or a raven. I think it's the beak that really changes, but regardless, it's whatever you intuitively think it is. So if you think it's a raven, then look up what a meaning of a raven is. If you think it's a crow, look at that up. Sometimes you'll get an owl that come around. A lot of people tend to get cardinals that come around, and they just sometimes dismiss it as, oh, they don't really dismiss it, but it's like, oh, it's my family member that's coming through, or something else. But it could be something deeper. So always look it up. Look up what the meaning of a cardinal is. Sometimes you'll see blue jays a lot, especially if you'll get a lot of birds coming around. But it's not just that. If there's a particular animal that has caught your attention and you wouldn't have noticed it before, if you would have walked by it, said six, seven times, there's a reason for it. Even a squirrel. I had a squirrel the other day. I was driving along with my husband in the car, and I started. Now we have squirrels around here all the time. They're going everywhere, but this particular squirrel went in front of our car on the road and stopped and wouldn't leave, wouldn't get out of the way until I finally acknowledged it some way. Um, and then it ran off. But squirrels don't normally do that. So I had to look up what it meant for me to see that, for me to see the squirrel. So, and it did resonate. Now, if you ask me what it meant, I have no idea. I don't remember, but it literally, and it was funny because I was actually on my way to an event, to do an event. And I was probably being down on myself, like I normally am about an event. This is the thing, you guys think that I'm like, oh, she must be great, she must be confident. I am not. I actually am a squirrel in traffic a lot of half of the time. So it was very pun intended there. A lot of times when I'm going somewhere, I'm berating myself, going, why am I doing this? Why did I schedule this? Why did I make this event? I'm not going to be able to connect. I am the worst one ever. Why am I doing this? And I'm going through this in my head, and it's just me being an idiot until I get there, and then everything just kind of goes great. But that's what usually ends up happening. So the fact that the squirrel, and I always say this, I'm like squirrel in traffic. The fact that the squirrel actually came in traffic and stopped in front of my car and actually made a stop, was pretty ironic. So I ended up having to, not we, my husband didn't look it up. I did. He was just like, why is this stupid squirrel not moving? That's what he was saying. And I've had a couple of different things. First it was a squirrel. Another time we had a pheasant out of nowhere. And again, I was thinking about something. I was going through something in my head as we were driving, and a pheasant just stopped in front of our car, would not move. We were driving down one of the um, side streets here, or we were going towards Amesburg, and it just stopped in front of our car and wouldn't move. We had to stop. My husband honked the horn, and it finally moved on its own. But again, I had to look up what a. Did I look up what a pheasant meant? I don't even think I know. I don't. You know what I meant to, and I got. Speaking of which, I'm going to have to look up what a pheasant means because I did not. Um, I did not look it up. So, yeah, I miss sometimes some messages from spirit as well. They'll just try again a different way. So basically, what I'm saying is, when you start to notice things, and there's animals that are coming in that normally wouldn't, and they're just doing something unusual that they normally wouldn't, there is something there. There is a message that needs to be that you need to know about, that you need to be acknowledging. Okay. So, do you guys have any questions or anything? Let me know in the comments. Okay. So I think everybody knows what's going on, which is great. So I just want to thank everybody for coming on tonight, and whoever couldn't make it. I changed my time. I'm going to go on a little bit earlier. I'm going to go start going on at 7:30, just because it's easier for me to finish earlier because I've got stuff to do. But I hope your spirit animal messages gave you chills in the best way. Remember, spirits always guiding you, and sometimes they show up on four legs. Be sure to follow up so you don't miss our next live, and check all the events and bookings at psychicmediumbella.com. See you soon and stay magical. Good night.